Because I have to ask this, knowing full well that my mother may watch this. How big is he if he fits in a bottle?
It was, the bottle was big.
Okay.
It had like the top like cut off. It wasn't like,
That hurt.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Well, see, she was like, take off your pants, and then she grabbed some like scissors, and he's like, no, she's gonna cut off my ringy, and it's like,
Dang.
yeah, but then
She's
she would
just
just cut
trying
up
to
the
get
bottle.
through.
She just cut off the bottle and was like, pee in this bottle. He's like,
Oh,
I'm gonna do this. He just grabs his pants and everything. He just, fucking takes them off.
Is this the girl in this? The
Girl
one
that gets pissed on, Hana, fucking best girl.
Yeah, Ryan's told me a little bit about this.
He hasn't actually watched it. Sadly, it's a little too ecchi.
So
Not too ecchi for me though, because I don't give a fuck.
apparently there's a girl
I will
that's
stare
like,
into the Medusa.
a guy sees her naked, or maybe she sees a guy naked, and so she's like, now you must see me naked, or I must see you naked.
Go on.
Yeah, go on.
All right. So, spoiler alerts, which, I mean, we're already beyond that, but spoiler alerts if you're gonna watch Prison School. First off, if you're young, you probably shouldn't watch it because it is probably the most ecchi, borderline hentai thing I have ever watched. It is fucking hilarious, and I liked it a lot, but God, it's very inappropriate. So, Hana, who is an awesome freaking character, and she's the karate character, she just fucking kicks everybody's asses. She's outside pissing for some reason. She can't hold it no more. She's gotta go. She's gotta go bad. So she's out in the woods peeing. He's up in the tree doing something. I forgot what he was doing. He was like helping some birds, crows or something, because one like fell out of the tree and he was like trying to put the baby crow up in the nest. And then he fell out of the tree right next to her peeing, and just continue on with this shit. And he just falls down and he's staring right up at her just peeing.
Wow.
And she gets very embarrassed and stuff, and later on tries to make him pee in front of her because that makes it fair.
Of course.
Yes. And then they meet up in the bathroom at one point, or she drags him to the bathroom stall. Okay?
Okay.
And tries to force his pants off to make him pee in front of her. And then she stumbles and falls over, and she accidentally rips his pants down, and he's got to go real bad. And he just pees all over her. Just all over her. Golden shower, man.
Man.
Yeah. So then later on, they're in the nurse's room, and she's trying to climb up on him. She like turned him over, and she's like taking off her spats and stuff, and she's trying to pee all over him. But somebody walks in. They get under the bed real quick. He's naked. She's naked in this moment, or not naked completely, but she's got her spats off, and he's naked. He's got his pants off, and he's very close to her under the bed. Yes, and he's, he starts getting that. It's not a no reason boner. There's a reason. He's very close. He's it starts touching her, like it's all up on her, and she just passes out. Later on, she remembers this fact, and she's a very immature, she's not used to this kind of stuff kind of girl.
Okay. Well, I feel like that's a situation that, not many people would be used to.
Yeah, she passed out, which I don't think that would really actually happen, but she passed out, and then she she forgot all about that stuff happening. That basically her, his boner was like all up on her. Okay? And then later on, she remembers this when she's cutting up mushrooms.
Of course.
And that's when she comes in with a knife trying to cut off his eringi. And yeah, people stop her. It stops. And then later on, yes, she cuts off the bottle top. tries to make him pee in it, and he's like, I gotta do this. There's some reasons that he needs to distract her. He's like, I just gotta do this. I gotta throw her off guard. So he just fucking rips his pants off, just fucking poof, all at once. Screw it. And then grabs his underwear. Poof, just done. And he's just standing in front of her, like cock out and everything. And he's like, what's up? And she's all getting embarrassed. She's like, how can you just whip it out in front of me like this? I don't understand. And she's all getting embarrassed. And then she like, you know, she steals her will. She's like, nah, I got the willpower, man. So she grabs her spats and just rips them off. So now she's just got her skirt on. And she's like, pee in that bottle, and then I'm gonna pee on you while you're peeing in that bottle. Yeah.
Wow. That's like an odd turn.
And then
Okay,
he's embarrassed.
Here's a quick question.
And starts walking up towards her, which makes
You
her
just wanna-
embarrassed. No, I'm almost done. I'm almost
Well, I'm
done.
gonna say, do you want to just cut that and just continue? And this is now the next part.
I have no idea when that happened, though.
Just find right around now, and then try and find like a good cutting point. We'll say it's been like.
On.
That is inconvenient.
Just do stuff here, and you
Okay.
vamp. And I'll continue my story in a moment. Even though all of the people who don't care about prison school totally probably don't care about the story at all. This rant. But, you know, we gotta kill time somehow. There's not a whole lot happening right now that we actually care about. I, for one, am just now looking at the screen and I'm very confused as to what's happening.
Yeah.
So, maybe you can figure out what's happening and let me know while I'm trying to figure this out.
I think we're trying to summon the devil.
Interesting.
We've formed the pentagram. Oh. Wow. Well, I think we have managed to teleport ourselves into the demon world.
Let's... You lied to me. We're in normal world. I think.
Where are the people? Where are the cars?
That's true.
Anything.
There's a person right there.
That's what they pointed out. Well, that person right there
is the demon girl.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the pitiful high school girl. I remember you. I would recognize that name anywhere.
So we summoned her, essentially.
Well, you know what I need to finish watching?
What?
A cult. Oh fuck, what was it called? A cult academy? A cult school? Cult. I need to finish watching that. Like, I've watched a few episodes and seen stuff here and there. Actually, pretty damn funny.
Nice. I've seen like very small. Oh,
I showed you. I remember
group.
showing you like a bit from it, but that's it. From me at least.
I'll die and remain here at the bottom of Shibuya, in the other world.
All right. I figured out some stuff. This episode may or may not be a little bit shorter or longer than usual. I don't know yet.
It'll be interesting.
I haven't decided where I'll cut yet. I kind of guesstimated.
Wow. Look at those. They're all so happy. Laughing so cheerfully.
Alright, this is sort of interesting now.
Hey, listen!
God damn it. This is sort of interesting now, but as I was saying, let's get back to prison school. Fuck this shit.
Look at that pose.
Very nice.
Look out!
Oh god. Yeah, so he's about to pee in a bottle and she's about to pee on him. They're both getting nervous and stuff. They're like getting embarrassed. And he's like, fuck this. He starts walking up towards her. She backs up against the wall. You know, listen kids, don't force yourself on any woman, but this is a very specific situation. So he just gets all up close to her. He needs to unlock the door for a reason, which is why he's trying to distract her and trying to get closer to the door. So he's walking up on her. I forget what happens, but for some reason he like falls or something, and he's staring right into the Medusa.
Wow.
Yes. And he gets rock hard. And he admits that he gets rock hard. And then he keeps calling her Medusa multiple times. And she starts crying over it. Then what happens next? Then she jumps on him and they start kissing. Or she kisses him. But like a little kid kiss. Like just kind of like a peck type thing. She's like, I stole your first kiss. But he's like, that's no kiss. And he's like, whoever said I haven't kissed anyone before? I just said that, you know, I'm a virgin. Whatever. And he's like, I'll show you a real kiss. And then he's like, because he freaking kisses the fuck out of her tongue and everything, you know, all kinds of stuff's happening. Makes her pass out. Boom.
Of course.
Like, dude, this shit got borderline porn. Like, it got awkward. Like, if my mom walked in while I was watching a scene like this, I would be thoroughly embarrassed by any part of this scene. When he starts kissing her to try to, like, you know, basically make her, like, I don't know, just make her go and, I don't know, makes her pass out in the end. But he, like, it goes from, like, an in-mouth shot and just shows his, like, tongue, like, pushing through, like, forcing into her mouth and, like, then swirling around and her eyes go all, like, swirly and blank. And it's like, what the fuck? It got weird. It got very erotic, but it got weird at the same time. And then, like, she's, like, sitting on top of him, and it goes to a back shot where you can kind of see her butt because she don't have anything on other than a skirt. And he's got his rock hard thing in a bottle, like, twitching and stuff. And it's like, what the fuck is this? It's borderline porn, man.
Wow.
Borderline porn.
Sounds like a... Whoa.
She passes out and he completes his objective. If I kill everyone, they'll make me look... Oh, nice. On the topic of anime and that, there's another thing I watched. You were there, but I think you might have been asleep. It was just a 2-episode OVA thing with a girl that looked exactly like that. You remember?
Oh, nice.
I was watching the OVA with the girl that had the hair over her eyes like all the time. And there was a character, like a main character that looked like absolute shit. Like a blonde-haired, like taller main character that just looked so fucking lame.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he looked lame as shit for a main character.
Yeah.
That OVA series was
remember
awesome. And it had a character that looked exactly like her with the hair over her eyes and everything, that whole archetype character. Nice, Sleuth rank up. And there was another character in that anime that wanted to kill everyone to increase her luck. There's an allotted amount. This is a belief that they had in that basically a cult had in the anime, where, like, all right, so we have the world has an allotted amount of happiness in it. Okay. If I bring misfortune upon you and take away some of your happiness,
there's more for
others, and hopefully me.
Nice.
It's not that nice. It's not nice at all. It's actually quite mean. So, yeah. So if I kill everyone, there's so much more happiness for me. Are we still doing the same thing, by the way? Same people?
I have no idea.
Well, you've been looking at the screen. I've kind of been looking at the screen, but I'm like, man, I was getting excited.
Forward just for the sake of, like, you know, if I look over here, my voice is kind of not projected right, so I've been trying to look forward. I thought we were done with the girl. It was just going to be like
you were
a
looking
mystery.
forward. You're the one playing the game. If you're not looking forward,
I'm not reading for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, it's the cult club. That's what it was.
All right, so we are still doing the same thing technically.
Yeah.
See, I was getting excited. I was getting into it. So I was like, I was looking at the screen, but none of it was registering at all. I was getting hyped about that hentai. Also,
yes.
I could throw hentai into this title and get a burst of views again.
Oh yeah.
So we titled one of our earlier episodes hentai, or Digimon hentai, specifically because Matt was talking about that picture where it says hen and then Tai as in the character.
From Digimon.
And you put it together. Yes, the character Tai from the first Digimon series. And then there was a hen, like on his head or some shit. And it was hentai. So I named the video hentai. And then all of a sudden it was like 4 times the amount of views of like all the other videos.
Yeah.
And then it dropped back down afterwards. So sadly, those people were only looking for hentai and did not care to watch our series. Well,
this is not exciting.
It's so exciting. Think of another story to tell then.
And I could really use a hot manly boyfriend too. Oh my gosh.
What the fuck? I thought this character was serious about something or anything. Oh wait, what's happening? Who's saying this stuff? It's Monika's Digiline, but is that Monika? Who's Monika?
The girl.
Oh,
the brown-haired girl.
Well, that's what I mean, that's why I said.
Yeah.
Is that her? All right.
Yeah.
So it's coming from her Digiline.
Yes.
What does that mean?
So
is that her phone?
I think it's like an online text.
Oh. He's such an ass. He was real haughty. Maybe I should seduce him. I've got the goods. I'd give him a peek anytime. I don't care about this. Man. I didn't write that stuff.
Okay, so she
I would never show
something.
everyone my goods. Somebody, possibly a hacker, was on there talking about showing the goods. So I have a question.
Yes.
Do you think...
Go on. Yes.
You know, like Tinder and stuff, you know, do you think if I put a picture of my nuts on there, if I'll get any hits? Just the nuts. I want to be respectful, so it's just gonna be the nuts.
I don't know. It'd probably be reported fairly quickly. But
you think?
There might be some that would take it.
Take the nuts?
Yeah.
Alright. That's good to know. You know what's the worst? I've never actually been on it, but Chat Roulette and the other one, I hear it's 90% of masturbating men.
That's what I've heard. Yeah.
It's like you have to go through like 20 men before you get somebody that actually wants to, or 20 masturbating men before you get to anything decent. By the way, we're gonna find Monika, or the devil Monika, later. Whatever the fuck's happening, because it's time to go.
Okay. You've been warned.
You've been warned.
So much talking.
You've been warned that the next episode's gonna be just as boring.
Will something happen next time? Will we fight? Will we level? Join us next time on Digimon Cyber Sleuth. Zed!